For those of you who don't know me, my name is Joe Wilson Jr., and I'm actually introducing myself now because for many years I would introduce myself as a member of the resident acting company at Trinity Rep, where I served for 18 seasons. But because of our next speaker, I have the high privilege of being able to announce myself as, hi, my name is Joe Wilson Jr., and I'm the Director of Art, Culture, and Tourism for the incredible city of Providence. And I also want to say a shout out to my staff. They have worked tirelessly to ensure that we create a platform that celebrates all of our creatives in this incredible city. As a matter of fact, my team is actually split right now between those of us who are in this room and those folk who are actually on the festival footprint right now, making sure rentals arrive, making sure our spectacles are being inflated, and doing all the work it takes to put on a festival. So, ACT team, thank you all so much. I love y'all deeply, and I'm proud to serve as your director. And I'm proud to serve the incredible mayor of the great city of Providence, who has given me this extraordinary opportunity. Mayor Brett Smiley.
Thank you, Joe. Adjust this up here. Thank you very much, Joe. And yes, thank you to the entire staff of the Department of Arts, Culture, and Tourism. Joe's doing a fabulous job leading that department, but it's really a team effort to make this festival happen and all of the other things that happen throughout the year. Lindsay, thank you for the land acknowledgement and for questioning the even notion of the land acknowledgement, but your help in curating this festival has made it a better festival, and it is important for all of us to understand not just our nation's history, but Rhode Island and Providence's history. And so thank you for that. Shawnee, thank you. It is always a delight to see you perform. It's going to be fabulous tomorrow. I think we should have warm-up music for every press conference going forward now, not just PVDFest. I want to also thank the Aloft Hotel for hosting us today. This is obviously a great venue to announce all the details for the weekend, but just a really important part of the hospitality offerings here in the city of Providence. And what an exciting couple of days we have ahead of us. 9 years ago, my predecessor started PVDFest, and in the years since, we have welcomed hundreds, at this point probably thousands of artists. Hundreds of thousands of attendees have come to appreciate our great city. This year alone, there are over 500 artists, 5 stages, more than 30 food vendors, over 200 artisan vendors, and it's all happening right here for free, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, in the city of Providence to continue to cement our place as the creative capital of Southern New England, the creative capital of New England, and the nation's creative capital. We are so excited to build on that brand, to emphasize that reputation that we have. You're going to hear from a lot of speakers today about the details of the program, but let me just say that this is going to be a great opportunity for families, friends, people from all over the region and across the country to come and take part, to enjoy our arts here in the city of Providence. If you're looking for family-friendly programming, we have that. If you're looking for a unique handmade gift or craft made by a local artisan, we have that. If you're looking to experience food from around the globe, but sold right here in Providence, we have that too. And if you want to see a live concert on the waterfront this weekend, we have that as well. This is going to be a great weekend, and it could not have happened without not just the staff in the city, but many partners and sponsors that made it possible. So in addition to the Providence Department of Arts, Culture, and Tourism, our partnership with the Providence City Council is integral, and we'll hear from the council president in a moment. Obviously, the hardworking men and women of the Providence Police and Fire Department, Providence Emergency Management, the Department of Public Works are all working tirelessly to produce a seamless 3-day festival unlike anything else that happens in the state of Rhode Island, and it could only happen here in Providence. I want to thank and acknowledge this year's Grand Marshals who are here with us, the founder and chair of Juneteenth Rhode Island, Helen Baskerville Dukes. Congratulations, Helen. And my friend, Providence Civic Leader, and Gonzalo Cuervo. Gonzalo's wife was a Grand Marshal a couple years ago, so we needed to restore some balance to the family to make sure that there's 2 Grand Marshals at home, and we're so happy that they'll be our Grand Marshals on Sunday. And then I mentioned the sponsors. The city is a major investor and producer in this, but we could not do it alone. And so I want to be so grateful for the people who have stepped up to make this happen. And I mentioned it earlier, but it is a hallmark in Providence. I see that Barnaby's joined us, who has a world-renowned art installation, Waterfire, which is a part of this festival, but is also a regular installation here. And one of the things that makes Waterfire so special is that it is free. It is a free art event throughout the summer. PVDFest is also free, and it is so important that we remain open and accessible to all for free. And that could not happen without the Providence Tourism Council. See Alex Goyer on here. Rhode Island Commerce. The Rhode Island Commerce Corporation stepped up big time this year because they understand and appreciate what an incredible economic impact the festival has and what a state tourism draw that this is. The Boston Globe Rhode Island. Waste Management, who's here, is a major sponsor. Thank you, Waste Management. Breeze Airline, a major new sponsor, Breeze Airline. Provport Waterson Terminal Services, WPRI, iHeartMedia, Brown University, Delta Dental, Demio Construction, Duncan Brands, Rhode Island Energy, the Rhode Island School of Design, Serve, Amica, Fidelity Investments, Coca-Cola, and many more. There is a lot of work that goes into both fundraising for this event and helping make sure that it remains free and open to the public. It truly takes a village to get something like this up and off the ground, and I want to thank every member of that village who made it possible. I know that this year will be another great success. I encourage everyone to please share their experiences here. This is not just about promoting PVDFest, but also promoting Providence as a place that people want to live, work, play, and visit. So please, throughout the festival, share your experience. Tag us on social media. On Instagram, we're at pvd.fest. On Twitter, we're at PVDFest. Look for the latest updates by following those tags along the way. I'm going to turn it back to Joe to get into some of the details, but again, we are on the precipice of one of the best weekends in the city of Providence, and I hope everyone has a great festival. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mayor. And let's keep this moving along. I want to say thank you to the City Council and my friend, President Rachel Miller, for all the support that you have given ACT over the years, and especially the support that you provide in helping us create this platform for our city's artists. So please give a warm welcome to the President of our City Council, Rachel Miller.
Thank you, Joe. So I could not think of a place I would rather be than here right now, especially in the air conditioning, but also metaphorically here. PVDFest is a celebration of who we are as a city. That is true because of the incredible work that Joe Wilson Jr. and the team at ACT has done. It's because of everyone who's here in this room to celebrate this kickoff. And everyone who will be part of the festival over the weekend. So thank you, Mayor Smiley, for continuing this great tradition. Thank you, ACT, for the heart and soul that you have put into getting us to today. And I am really just here to talk about how excited I am to welcome residents from all over the city and people from all over the region into our city this weekend. As we heard, and as we'll hear in a minute, there is something literally for everyone. So my favorite way to enjoy PVDFest is to surprise myself. I don't spend a lot of time looking at the calendar. I just go because I meet, this will be a chance to meet new local acts, right? Find your next favorite band. Do shopping that you did not intend to do, which is something that happens to me every year. Enjoy food from, as we heard, local vendors who are serving up food from around the world. I couldn't be more excited. And of course, we've got some incredible national acts that I am looking forward to. So I wish everyone a fantastic and safe and celebratory weekend. I know that that's what we'll get, and I cannot wait to roam around throughout the waterfront and also some of the events happening downtown this weekend. So thank you all so much. I look forward to celebrating.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It is my pleasure to introduce next, where? Girl. We have been in the trenches for months now to get us to this day. And First Works, and this woman, the executive artistic director of First Works, Kathleen Pletcher, has been with this festival all 9 years. And First Works has helped to be a critical partner in bringing PVDFest to life for our community. And I could not be more grateful to you and your staff. We did it. We're here. And to have you standing beside me at this moment means the world to me. Everybody, the executive artistic director of First Works, Kathleen Pletcher.
Thank you, Joe. I'm really standing here on behalf of the First Works team, similar to the ACT team, or what we combined call ourselves, which is the PVDFest team. They are out dealing with rentals, marketing, late night emails, everything from soup to nuts for this festival. And we're so proud to see PVDFest grow from what was, once upon a time, the First Works Festival in the Plaza to a festival that belongs to partners, families, and most of all, artists. So as the founding partner for PVDFest, we're really grateful, Mayor Smiley, and to the whole city for your commitment to the arts and the ecosphere of culture that people have described that makes Providence so unique, from music to dance to production to design to makers to food to the wonderful diversity of people who participate, who contribute, and who create to make this an incredible festival. First Works turns 20 this year, and with a name like First Works, the firsts are what really excite me. This year, a special shout out to some of our first supporters who joined us for the first time, RI Commerce, Breeze Airways, Serve. You'll hear everyone get another shout out at the opening night party tomorrow night. Ultimately, as founding partner of PVDFest, I'd like to say festivals are in our DNA because of the creativity and firsts by artists you'll experience over the next 3 days, and that they have been working all year to create. This is unique to Providence. There are so many local artists you can hear individually, but in these 3 days, the combustion, the discovery, the special creations are really what make this a festival. So just to give a few snapshots, I'm really excited by House of Glitter joining us with the Glitter Revolution Dance Party on the main stage on Saturday. Their work not only is dance, music, visual, but they are working to share, preserve, and co-create with communities to embody ancestral liberation and healing. So PVDFest is also a place where things start. Chip Douglas, also on the main stage, will astonish us, excuse me, again, with stargazing at PVDFest. Some of the best musicians in the area, but also live action painting with our local powerhouse, Agonza. And today we have City. I don't know that there has been a festival when there has not been City Maiga, and we're really excited to feature the 11th annual Africanyaga Festival. Really an epicenter for assembling musicians, a melting pot of sounds and movements. And I love that Black Joy is at the center of thinking past, present, future of African music. And the international collaborators, so deeply local. City is raising his family here, but we have with us from Mali, Master Sumi today, legendary rocker, who is right over there, yes. And also I'm hearing tomorrow Umu Sangare, who is starting to feel like she is part of our Providence community, thanks to City, is flying in to join him on Sunday. Flawless, Rhode Island's own rap and hip hop phenomenon, is another main stager. And I have to talk about Mavis Staples just once again, that once-in-a-lifetime artist, what she does with her voice. It's on my playlist every night when I go home, just to, keep the energy going, growling, scatting, soaring, shaking you. And it's what makes her one of the defining voices for America for peace and freedom. So Grammys, Rock and Roll, Hall of Fame, gospel, all of that. But yeah, an icon for free on our main stage. And to come full circle, Chachi Carvalho and the international players on the opening night main stage, right after Eshani. So Chachi has not only been headlining at PVDFest, he's grown events for youth and really is growing in this community as one of the most prominent artists to come from the RI hip-hop scene, but also as an educator, artist, activist, and thought leader. Lifts us all. So enjoy. PVDFest turns our city into a multi-stage extravaganza. And this year, to borrow from City, the bridge where we meet. Happy PVDFest!
Thank you so much, Kathleen. Before I move forward, I just want to give a shout out to Wendy Nielsen, our superintendent of parks, who is a dear friend of ACT and helps us do all that we do in public spaces. Wendy, thank you for being here. I'd also like to shout out Tina Pedersen from RAMP. I am proud to say that Tina has helped us create the most accessible footprint in the history of PVDFest. So thank you so much, Tina, for that work. Thank you. Thank you. On one more thing. Y'all, go to pvdfest.com. You will get all the information you need from schedules, suggestions on what to bring. Remember, this is a park. Bring a blanket, bring a chair, bring sunscreen. Make sure you drink plenty of water. So please go to pvdfest.com for all of the information that you will need to enjoy this extraordinary festival. On September 10th, Sunday, September 10th, PVD Fest weekend, the mayor will declare it Edward Bannister Day at 2 p.m. during a ceremony to unveil a sculpture of Edward Bannister at Market House in front of the Rhode Island School of Design. Yeah. PVD Fest is so honored to be able to provide a platform for this legendary and important African-American artist, not only locally but nationally. We're happy and proud to partner with the Bannister Community Art Project to celebrate the unveiling of Providence's newest piece of public art. It is my pleasure to introduce, can you believe it? It's happening. Remember we talked months ago about wouldn't it be a great collaboration with the unveiling? And also, this is a Nancy Goucher-Thomas who is, has been instrumental in providing a platform, no pun intended, for this new piece of public art. And we're also collaborating on Sunday with the PVD Fest Parade, which will start here in the service road in between the CIC building and for those of you who are local, where you get one of the best lobster rolls in town, Doom Brothers. We will be mustering on that street, and then our festival parade will begin and march across our footprint, the pedestrian bridge, and turn up north on South Water and end at Memorial Park, which will culminate in a ceremony unveiling this brand new piece of art. Give Nancy a big round of applause.
I love that there's, can you hear me? I love that there are so many shorter people in the room. Yes! Good morning, and thank you all for being here as we celebrate our capital city. My name is Nancy Goucher-Thomas. I'm an artist, arts advocate, former president of the Providence Art Club, and co-chair of the Bannister Community Art Project, along with Jennifer Davis Allison. I'm delighted to be here on behalf of the Bannister Community Art Project, the steering committee, and volunteers who made this project come to fruition. Thank you, Mayor Smiley, for all that you bring to this city. We are so proud to be a part of this. Thank you, PVD Fest and Joe Wilson Jr. and your amazing team for your support of this project. The statue that will be unveiled on September 10th in Market Square overlooking the river began with the artist Gage Prentice and his passion and undeniable connection to another artist, Edward Mitchell Bannister, a founder of the Providence Art Club in 1880 The original goal was to create a life-size statue in honor of the life and legacy of an artist, cultural visionary, and abolitionist, excuse me, whom, although was an important figure in American art, had virtually gone unnoticed until now. Why Edward Bannister? He was the only major African-American artist of the late 19th century who developed his talents without the benefit of European exposure. He was one of the few African-American painters of the 19th century to win significant recognition. Edward Bannister was born in 1828 in New Brunswick, Canada. He traveled to Boston where he learned to sculpt and paint, and later moved to Providence to pursue his career. In 1857, he married Christiana Carteau, a businesswoman and salon owner who was a Narragansett, alongside her husband, who became prominent members of Rhode Island's social scene. Together, the two were ardent abolitionists, supporting the Underground Railroad and devoting their resources to activism and philanthropic organizations. Display of the sculpture goes beyond the physical. Like a catalyst, the statue has become less important for itself than for what it is activated by engaging a variety of audiences through education and learning. Working with students and teachers at the Trinity Academy for the Performing Arts, a multi-generational storytelling docuseries was created using videography and writing. In addition, a bibliography of over 400 pages now exists on its own website, which shares information on Edward and Christiana. This project has been 2.5 years in the making. We had the most dedicated steering committee, or as I would call them, the A-team, and group of volunteers who made this project their own and felt so deeply in its success. This project is personal for all of us, and we have all been deeply affected and honored to have played a role in making Edward Bannister's legacy known. We're grateful to the Providence Art Club who took on this project and community partners who worked alongside us, and thank the sponsors and donors who were critical in the realization of this historical significant sculpture. The sculpture created by Gage Prentice will offer an opportunity for pedestrians to sit and pose and whet their curiosity about this person. Passers-by will access information on a plaque with a QR code and enjoy the wonder and whimsy of imagining who this person from the past was and how his life and art might inspire our own journey. There are so many stories yet to be told of Edward M. Bannister, and so many more that will surface because of this project. And we are so grateful to be a part of PVDFest this year. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nancy. We're so excited to be able to interact and experience this incredible piece of work. It's really beautiful. And is it there yet?
It is.
I've walked by an empty pad and I'm like, when is it coming?
As we speak, it's being installed.
Oh my God, so as we're setting up the festival footprint, the statue is being installed.
Exactly.
Fantastic, thank you. We look forward to this weekend. It is my pleasure to introduce an artist, Julio. I think we first met at a PASA event a few years ago. Right?
Yes and no.
Yes and no? But we'll talk about it.
Yes.
I love this man. We have shared many concentric circles together. Julio is the founder and executive director of House of Kodak. Not only is Julio an extraordinary artist, Julio will be unveiling a special piece of commemorative art that Julio has created for PVDFest tomorrow night at our press conference. But Julio is also serving as one of our craft curators for tomorrow night. The House of Kodak is helping to spearhead one of the sections of artisan vendor crafts that we will have available on the footprint. And so I would love for Julio to come speak about himself, his work, the work of the House of Kodak, which serves as a beacon for the LGBTQ plus community here in Providence, and to also speak about what can we expect from the artisan markets this weekend. Could y'all give it up for Julio Baroa?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you. I know it's morning and some of us have not had our coffee, but that's okay. I am very excited for this weekend at PVDFest. I have been involved with PVDFest since the very first one, with First Works a couple of years ago. And I am excited to be part of it this year, again, for the second year in a row, to bring over 70 artists from across Rhode Island, from across the neighboring towns in New England, selling all of their crafts, from tufting to ceramics, to resin earrings and trays and paintings, as well as other materials, as well as community organizations who will love to continue to provide services to the community here in Providence, like Sojourner House and Project Where We Renew and such. So with that being said, please come on Sunday between the hours of 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. to over here at the waterfront. We have two sections. We will be right in between the Providence Flea, and we will have all of our artists there from all across Rhode Island and New England. Like Joe said as well, tomorrow I will be unveiling a very special piece of art. And when I found out that the Edward Bannister statue was being unveiled this weekend as well, I couldn't be more excited. I learned a lot about him when I went to Rhode Island College, as we also have the Edward Mitchell Bannister Gallery. So I'm very excited about that as well. To continue furthermore on, House of Kodak is very excited to continue to bring artists to the city of Providence, because artists make the city go around. Artists run this city, and artists run this festival as well. So please come, please buy our art, and please come also and learn more about the many organizations that are providing services and sharing their information as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Julio. We've talked a lot about things to do, but y'all got to eat when y'all come to this festival. And so it is my pleasure to introduce the CEO and founder of PVD Food Trucks in Eric Weiner. Come give us a few words and tell us what can we like wet our whistles with this weekend.
So over the next 3 days, you have a festival that's going to encompass 15 hours. 15 hours. And I don't know how many of you will be there for all 15 hours, but there's more than enough to do, to be entertained, to shop, to have your soul warmed. And over those 15 hours, it's one of the rare occasions where you can actually not just choose one or two food trucks, but over those 15 hours, you'll have over 30 food trucks over the 3 days to choose from. So starting off tomorrow night, there'll be over 15 food trucks on South Water Street, everything from lobster rolls to Jamaican patties to ice cream to burgers, and that trend will continue all weekend long. So if you're planning to come early on Saturday and stay at 12 and arrive at 12 and stay till 7, you can plan out 3 or 4 meals between acts or as you're shopping. If you need advice on how to have 4 meals in 7 hours, I most certainly can help you along that path. And it will continue Sunday. And one of the beautiful things about the food trucks coming together in support of all the other wonderful things going on at PVDFest is that it extends before and after PVDFest. You can go have brunch at one of the wonderful restaurants before the food trucks open. You can go to the food trucks that are also parked at Waterfire on Saturday night after the festival ends. And from a food standpoint, this festival is doing everything that it intended to do. It's bringing together vendors and small businesses and food from across the city and across the state and across the region and across the world to support all of the other art and music and vendors that are doing the same from across the world, all here in Providence, as the epicenter to get out and explore everything that Providence has to offer. So come hungry for all of it, come hungry to eat.
Thank you so much, Eric. And to reiterate, PVDFest, of course, takes place on a footprint that'll be behind me, an area that'll be behind me. But PVDFest is truly a celebration of all that this city has to offer, and so we encourage everyone. Go to pvdfest.com. You can find out where to park. You can find out where to get here. RIPTA will be running all kinds of shuttle services from Kennedy Plaza to the festival footprint. It's not a bad idea to think about parking at the mall. For example, on Saturday night, after Mavis finishes singing at about 7:15, at about 7:23, Waterfire will begin. So it's a great moment to walk back down the river and go and get your car after you've experienced Waterfire. So there are plenty of places to park, but please go to pvdfest.com to get all of that information. And also take this as an opportunity, y'all, to walk our city. One of the great things about Providence is that we really can experience so much of this city on foot. So yes, come to the festival, but yes, I'm sorry? Or roll. So yes, so please. I love you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So please come and experience all that the festival and this city has to offer this weekend. Before we end today, I want to give one more shout out to our Grand Marshals and festival honorees, Gonzalo Cuervo and Helen Dukes. Helen is the founder, of course, of Juneteenth RI and has been a community advocate and is just an out-and-out cool lady. We love you, Helen, and love all the work that you do, and you do it with grace and compassion and always with a smile, and I really appreciate you, and ACT loves you. We love you, so thank you, Helen. Gonzalo Cuervo, you have been an extraordinary public servant. You have been such an advocate for the arts in this community. We could not be more grateful for you. I'm happy to call you a friend. I've known you for a while, and I'm just so happy to be able to share this stage with you and to celebrate the both of you tomorrow night at our opening night party. So thank you for your service, and we look forward to celebrating with you tomorrow. And Helen, I promised you I wouldn't make you talk today, but you may be talking tomorrow, so.
I can sing a little bit. Oh, but no, I'll talk.
Okay.
And I was the first female rapper in Rhode Island, too.
Get out of here. All right. Okay. All right, sister, you talking yourself onto a stage tomorrow.
I get paid to perform.
And PVD Fest is proud to say we take great pains to make sure that all of our artists get paid. Thank you all so much. With that, this news conference has come to an end. Again, go to pvdfest.com for all of your PVD Fest questions and needs. And now we're open to take questions.
Mayor? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on one second, I gotta check my notes here. Thanks for bearing with me.
All right.
Why was it moved from June to September? There's been a lot of pushback. We had a number of stories over the past months where people were saying, man, they're wrecking it. It used to be so good. Now it's all down by the waterfront.
I think as we're on the eve of the festival, people are really excited about the date change. We know that this festival has the potential to have a significant economic impact, and it has in the past, but we wanted to further maximize that. I talked about all the other sponsors who are involved in helping produce this festival. Part of the benefit to the city, in addition to highlighting the arts, to making and cementing our reputation as a destination for the arts, is to maximize economic impact. And so we worked closely with restaurateurs and hoteliers, leaders in the hospitality industry, to talk about when the festival could have the most impact. We also had to reconcile what the burdens were on city services. And previously the festival was in June. There's quite a few things going on in the city in June, which is both a burden on city services, but also hotel rooms are already full. Restaurants are already full. And so we collaboratively made the decision to move to September. Even though summer just ended, Labor Day weekend was over, there's a lull, kind of what they call the shoulder season in the hospitality industry, where before the holidays kick in, there's a dip in hotel rooms being booked, restaurants being filled, things to do in the city. And so I think that the date change is going to be, and has already proven to be, a great success. And we're excited to be doing this now in mid-September.
They also said not allowing the usual block parties.
So block parties are allowed. It's different than in years past. Tomorrow night, Friday night, block parties are allowed in the city of Providence, and in fact we have quite a few that are taking place. As some folks will know, that this was piece of feedback that we heard loud and clear, and so we made a change and have invited any business, but primarily downtown businesses, to apply for a permit for a block party, just like they do for other festivals. And quite a few of them have taken us up on that, and so I would encourage attendees tomorrow night to not just enjoy the incredible performances that are taking place along the waterfront, but also then to walk downtown and enjoy many of the block parties that will be taking place on Friday night.
Will there be any street closures with those permitted block parties?
None of the major thoroughfares will be closed. There's a couple block parties that might result in one block being shut or a temporary detour because a parking lot or something like that's been activated.
Do you know how many block parties there'll be?
I can get that to you after the fact.
RJ, can we let other folks ask questions?
Sure.
We'll come back.
Sure.
Thank you.
Pat?
Mayor, I wonder if you could just speak to the security presence that's going to be here in the city with support from police and fire.
Yeah.
As well as EMTs.
Yeah, as we are with every major public event in the city of Providence, we're committed to safety. We're committed to making sure that festival attendees are able to enjoy themselves without fear of any issue taking place. And so the Providence Police, Providence Fire, under the coordination of the Providence Emergency Management Agency, have been working in great detail, as they have in years past, for a very detailed and comprehensive security plan for the festival. You will see all of the security apparatus of the city brought to bear here this weekend to ensure that everyone has a safe festival experience. And this year was a stretch, Joe mentioned, and we're excited about the fact that on Saturday night, not just is there the festival, but then it will lead into a water fire. And so this is an all-hands-on-deck moment for our public safety personnel, but we're confident that we can provide a safe festival for all.
And just briefly, I wonder if you could detail the projected economic impact on the arts community.
I have to get that number to you also afterwards, Pat. Please.
Yes, attendance is I think, the key in this event, especially myself, when I cover the event for so many years. I see year by year more people. But in terms of the including or the invitations to not just the cities around, but the states, when you put the date to September, do you know September 15th through October is the Hispanic month. It's for Washington dedication and everything. But September also is a lot of festivals and more activities like the Chocolate Park Festival, very traditional too, accomplishing 25 years. And also another festivals for Latin people like Guatemalans. So how you, or the organization thinking of this in order to compete with the presence of more people, because we, Chocolate Center for what are coming to the festival, and we have also festival there, how we can deal with this.
We hope it's not competition, but complement. Rhode Island is a small community, and you can enjoy the Pawtucket Arts Festival and be at PVD Fest in probably 10 minutes. And so, and we hope that everyone does. Similar with the Guatemalan Festival. I'll be at the Guatemalan Festival on Sunday, but we've got performances that are taking place Friday, Saturday, and Sunday here at PVD Fest. You can do it all. I hope that people in Providence and people throughout Rhode Island look forward to a very busy weekend where they're going to have a chance to experience everything that makes this place so special.
In this case, you did for the people, they got to address 2, 3, 4 activities at the same, mostly weekends.
It's better than complaining about having nothing to do. There's going to be plenty of opportunities, and again, it's a small state and a small city, and we can do it all, and it's going to be great. RJ?
Open containers, yes or no?
No. We are not allowing open containers on the festival footprint. For the block parties that we talked about on Friday night, you'll have to enjoy your beverages at those establishments before you go to a different block party if you choose to block party hop. And then at the festival itself, there is a beer tent where you'll have to consume your alcohol inside the area that's designated, but you won't be able to walk freely around. And so we're confident that that gives us the ability to highlight the arts, to make sure that people are here to enjoy the performances, and so it's going to be a great weekend.
Why was that instituted?
You know, there were a couple issues. One is, and most importantly, is this is an arts festival. This is about highlighting and lifting up the arts and allowing people of all ages to come and appreciate what we have here, to bring in some nationally, globally renowned artists, but also to lift up and celebrate and create audience for the amazing local talent that we have. And we wanted it to be available to all ages and to be arts forward as opposed to party forward. And we think that that's provided that. It also allows us to provide, I think, a safer, more family-friendly environment. Great. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you at the festival.